Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we're going to take a look at this Johnny Lightning set. And the reason why I wanted to take a kind of a deep look into this Johnny Lightning collector tin set, well, is simply because the castings that have been used in this particular set are older Auto World Deluxe castings. If you're not familiar with it, Auto World used to have a line called the Deluxe series. These were a little bit more basic of models. Here's an example of one, not shown here, but this is a Firebird tooling. As you can see, plastic base. It's got some rims on it that are plastic as well, tires that are plastic. No opening features on it. These were true 1/64 scale, however, just for a simpler Auto World and came at a cheaper price point. I believe that these were $3 or so in stores. I think $2.97 for these cars, and they were kind of cool. They were cool toolings. I think the main gripe on them was that the wheels were generic, and we'll see that as we get into this set here. But this is an old Auto World Deluxe casting. Now, Johnny Lightning's been putting out reusing, Auto World castings and giving them new life, some of them in Johnny Lightning. Of course, we've seen some zingers that they've used, where they have taken Auto World premium line stuff and turned them into zingers. The most notable example probably is the square body pickup, and you guys have probably all seen that. But now they're taking these deluxe castings that really haven't been used for Auto World since like about 2017. And they're giving them a premium treatment, but not re-releasing them as Auto World, but turning them into Johnny Lightnings. So there was this one. Now Johnny Lightning has released a version of this casting, and here it is. This is from a recent Classic Gold release. They've given the base some metal. They've retooled it to accept Johnny Lightning style wheels, and of course given it a different paint job. So they released this in two different colors so far, this white one and the blue one, and this was in a recent Classic Gold release, I believe, if memory serves correct. But now we've got this release, which is the collector tin models. Now this is a unique release from Johnny Lightning as is, because it is the case of cars come in a quantity of 6, and both the version A and version B of the casting are in the same case. They also come with a collector tin, of course. And yeah, so every casting in this release is an old Auto World tooling. So I thought that was interesting, and I thought we'd look at them and compare them, of course, to the Auto World counterpart. You can go ahead and read that if you'd like to. This is classic round 2 stuff here. It gives you, it's a mid regatta blue, which is a factory color. The cool thing is these will be true 1/64 scale, even though they're in the Johnny Lightning line, which, as you probably know, not all Johnny Lightning toolings are exactly 1/64 scale. These are limited to 5,192 pieces, and that is the same for all version A, version B, and all 3 castings that were used in this set. Here's a quick look at the back of the card. Here's the 3 toolings that we are going to see in the Pro Collector storage tins. Nice to shout out jlcollector.net on the back of this packaging as well. Great website as a resource for Johnny Lightning releases. It also shows this particular Classic Gold release right here, which I don't, no Auto World toolings I don't think in that particular release, but some good stuff in there. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and get this this open. We'll start looking at it. So these just came out recently. You should see them hopefully pop up in stores. I got these particular ones from my buddies SC Diecast, and I purchased them from them. And they probably still have some left, so you can hit them up if you'd like as well. Here's the collector tin. We're just going to take a look at this one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these tins for the other ones we're going to do, but they are a metal tin that you could feasibly store the car in. It'd be cool. Can you store it with this thing in here? Yeah, you can. It appears that you can. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but you can on this one. I'm going to slide this over the top. Oh, part of the packaging. And I suppose that's kind of cool. See, that's kind of neat. It's a neat idea. I'll be saving these boxes for sure. We're going to leave it like that for now. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but that particular one does fit in there. Hopefully it was. That was smart packaging. And here is your version A in that blue color. And let's see here. And it looks pretty good. So again, there's going to be no opening hoods on these, no opening features. This is an existing tool for a Johnny Lightning wheel. We've actually seen it recently on a Trans Am, I think. And it does look pretty good. So before we look at the Auto World version, we might as well open up version B. Again, here's some collector facts if you want to read those. We'll take a look at that. And this particular color is Oxford White. So go ahead and open up that. Again, I'm going to save this little thing right here because that will go in the tin, hopefully. Well, it should. The other one did. So I'll go ahead and pop that in there now for safe keeping. Put the tin away and then check out the tooling real quick. And well, we got a little bit of a quality issue on this particular one. And it is the dreaded uneven base. Although this one looks like it's because it got smacked in the side. Look at that bend right there. That is a bit unfortunate. I'll have to see if I can fix that one. Out of all the Johnny Lightning series, these ones probably are the most expensive retail-wise, and I think it's because they come with that elaborate packaging and that metal tin for pro collectors. Something happened to this one, though. I'm going to have to see if I can fix that, and if I can't, I honestly will replace this car, which is unfortunate that I'll have to do that, but it is what it is. I do want an example of it. Here's a look at the base here. And you can see it's 164023-JL. Now, it's going to be, I believe, coded as one. Here's the original here. Yeah, 164-023. You can see this was manufactured in 2013. Is the red Mustang. And this is the Auto World version. As you can see, it does have the same wheels as this one, as they used kind of a generic wheel for a lot of their toolings. Other than that, the differences are pretty much nothing, except for the material and the cut where the wheel goes into for this metal base. Other than that, it doesn't appear that there really was any other difference than other than that retooled base to allow these wheels and to be metal instead of plastic. Other than that, this casting and tooling looks pretty much identical. The ride height on this one's a little lower than this one, and that's partially, I think, because of the base that has issues. This one, the base appears to be seated correctly, and yeah, the ride height, because of the tires, it does sit up a little higher. So the stance actually looks a little bit better on the original Auto World, I think. I mean, that's a cool look. I think it is. And I am glad that they're using these castings. It'll be interesting to see what different pairings, different wheels that they come up with for this. And I believe right now this tooling, if you join the Johnny Lightning Collector Club, there's a very limited version of this tooling that is available on their website. All right, so let's just quickly get into more. Oh, and by the way, this car was released, the Auto World releases, if you want to go back and try to find these. These were available as hobby exclusives at one time, I think 2017. There was a version of this tooling, slightly different front end for a different year. It was available in 2017 Deluxe release, and it was also in Deluxe Release 2. That you can find. You can go to awcollector.net, much like jlcollector.net, that will go over every single release of all these castings. All right, let's quickly go through the other two toolings. Starting with this El Camino. And this particular one is in Aztec Bronze Poly. look pretty cool. It's got wheels that we often have seen from Johnny Lightning in the past. It's not a new tooled wheel. This one looks pretty darn good. So a real good look on that one. And then they change up the look a lot for the version B, just mainly the wheels. Go ahead and open it up real quick. Now, as far as like being a general fan of these collector tins, I think they are kind of cool. I'm not into making it cost more money, because you guys know I'm not really much of a packaging guy. Although I do enjoy a box that you can store casting in, and that will make this convenient to store these in the future should I have to box them up. So here it is in red. What color red is it? I just skipped right over that. Regal red. Regal red. What was that other one? Aztec bronze poly. Definitely digging the bronze poly and the wheel combination, all that stuff a little bit better than this one. But both are fairly nice. And then we have it. Here's a version of the Auto World one. This is from, I think, 2017 release one. And it looks really good here too. Again, the only difference is going to be that the material that makes up the base is plastic, and they allow more room for fatter tires. And that's pretty much it. That seems to be the only difference in the tooling that I'm noticing right off the bat. This one happens to have different taillights than this one. That's because they did tool this El Camino, and it's also, I think, has a slightly different front end. Yeah, they did do the quintessential kind of thing that Round 2 does with different toolings, is they will tool them, you know, so that the front end has a different core or whatever to make it accurate for a different year, so they can do a wider range of years. So I picked the wrong one for this one. It's not the same exact front end, rear end tooling, but you get the idea. So this one was released a couple times. It was actually released as a hobby exclusive. It was put in a display case as an exclusive. It was in that 2017 release one, as well as its original release, which I believe was release 2. But again, go to JL Collector, or not JL Collector for the JL version, and go to AW Collector for the AW version. That's going to be confusing. I'm confused at what to do, to be honest with you, with all these Johnny Lightning toolings that were once Auto World toolings. Where do I put them? So yeah. All right. Again, limited to, it is different. The Mustangs, they made more of the Mustangs. 5,192. The rest of these are 4,472. I just noticed that now. But this casting's a weird one. This is the 2012 Chevy Camaro ZL1 convertible. This particular one in silver ice. So definitely a common wheel tooling that we've seen on a few different Johnny Lightnings. I'm just going to get out both of these, I think, right away here. The other one is in black. I'm working on it. Go ahead and open up that one too. Literally just says black. So that is just a standard little color there. I think the silver one obviously shows off the tooling a bit better. This is one where I think definitely the Johnny Lightning treatment, I think, helps quite a bit. The fact that the base is metal and stuff doesn't really do anything for me. The wheel selection, it does a lot. And then, of course, stance is also important. But this one, these look a lot better, I think, as Johnny Lightnings than they did as those Auto World Deluxe models. And I'll show you the Auto World Deluxe here in just a second. Again, of course, a tooled metal base. And these actually look really good. I actually like them a lot more than I thought I would. Again, we have a little bit of a stance issue on this one. Oh, and I was able to pop it in, though. So that's good. Pretty much fixed that one already. It should be pretty much even now. It does still have a little bit of a lean. I don't like that. The worst by far is green light on those leans, but every once in a while you see Johnny Lightnings with that issue as well. And Auto Worlds, for that matter. No company is completely void of quality defects from time to time. I get it. It's tough trying to stay in budget with these things. And then here's this here. Here's the original Auto World. Came with the generic wheel. Of course, stance ain't great on this one either. Plastic base. Push that in on one side. This one's got a little bit of a lean. But yeah, kind of an interesting model. This one I think definitely looks better with those rubber tires. And this one's only been released once, so there's 2 colors in release 1. The initial release of the Auto World Deluxe line. This particular one was manufactured in 2013. And yeah, so this casting has pretty much only come out one other time, and that was its debut. Was never used again until now, as it comes out as a Johnny Lightning. So anyway, I just thought that would be somewhat interesting for you guys to take a look at these cars. I imagine we're going to start seeing more and more of the Deluxe line. I'm trying to think of how many toolings there even are. Probably somewhere like 12 or something like that. 12 toolings maybe. And my guess is we're going to see them all come out as Johnny Lightnings. I would not doubt it. And that's probably where those toolings will live for the rest of their usefulness. I don't think Auto World is planning on putting out any more Deluxe vehicles, and they don't want to keep re-releasing the old ones. So my guess is now we're just going to see these as Johnny Lightnings, and that's going to be it for them. All right, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If you want to check out more Johnny Lightning videos, of course, check out the Johnny Lightning playlist. And I have a big Auto World playlist as well. So check that out. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And you have a great day.